How is it that people who are involved in church and really orient or try to orient their heart to do the wise thing don't? How is that? And James first says, he gives us the answer. It's earthly. It's earthly. It's worldly. Here's one. Here's something we hear. Trust your heart. Trust the heart wants what it wants. What does your heart say? Meanwhile, the Bible says your heart is naturally wicked and for it there is no cure. But the culture and the world says follow your heart. What we would hear in society are things like, seeing is believing. I got to see it, man. I have to see it first because I don't know. I got to see God do something. I got to see what he can do. I got to see. But the Bible says, blessed is those who believe without seeing. So there's this, what James says is the wisdom that doesn't come from God. First is earthly. It's this worldly. We have kind of a hodgepodge mixture of what God says and some cultural things we grew up with and some things we've heard in society and culture that we go, that's pretty good. The problem is it's pretty good, but it just doesn't line up with the scriptures. See, when James says earthly wisdom is it's worldly, it's because we are looking at things based on what we like instead of looking at things based on what God said. What I have found is why James talks about how earthly wisdom is worldly is because I found one thing in common with mine, just my mistakes, the big ones, not the little ones, the bigger ones, is I didn't properly choose what I would and would not do before I got into the situation. What I did is I didn't say this, I won't go, as a believer and follower, because that's who he's talking to. I will not go here. I will not listen to this. I will not read that. I will not click on that. I will not say this. I will not go there. I didn't do any of those things. And then before I know it, I was in those things. Part of the reason why it's the earthly wisdom is worldly is because we haven't predetermined and we haven't set boundaries before we're in it. And when you're in it, it's too late. Well, listen to me. When you're on the ball field and the ball is getting hit to you in the playoffs, dear God, pray for the Rays right now. That is not the time to learn how to catch. What James is saying, when we look back at our lives, we haven't said as believers and followers, we haven't drawn a line in the sand and went, I'll listen to this, but I won't listen to that. I'll look at this, just go with me, but I won't look at that. I'll watch this, but I won't watch that. And then take the things where we drew the line and grapple with it, wrestle with it with God, continually bringing things to him, going, God, is this right? God, do you want me to watch? Do you want me to go? Do you want me to see? Do you want me to click? Do you want me to, and wrestle with those things. See, the reason why sometimes we make dumb decisions isn't because we're evil, nasty people. It's because we haven't drawn a line saying, I will not do, go, see, click, whatever. That's why. So then we're in it, and James goes, the wisdom is this kind of worldly. It's got a little too much mixed of what the world says. Because in the beginning, it does sound good. Seeing is believing, I guess, in some situations. But then we mix it. And he says that kind of wisdom doesn't actually come from above. And I want to encourage you and challenge you in every single area of my life. Draw the line and say, I won't go there, but I will go here. I won't watch this, but I will watch that. I won't listen to that, but I will listen to this. I won't text those people, but I will text these people. I won't do whatever it is. And then wrestle with God on where you draw the line. And trust me, when you seek God, he is for sure to show up.